our consciousness, to become more aware so that we can live in this ever-changing world, self-empowered and not victims of what is happening around us. And there's no greater time when the power of awareness is, I would say, needed to be brought to the forefront. I think that bringing it to the forefront is the key, because if it's not brought forth to the forefront, what do? If we keep on living the way we've been living in the past, if we keep living the way we live in the past, we're going to get the same results. But living in the past with the way the new world is right now, that's not going to work anymore. Things are very different today than they were in the past. So the thought that I wrote for the day is that our level of awareness determines how we interact with others and how we interact with the world. Did you get that? Our level of awareness determines how we interact with the world. And we can also look at it and see how their level of awareness determines how they act in the world. So I'm going to be putting things out there today, and I'm not in judgment of it. But I'm going to say to you, if you watched the debates last night, look at each candidate individually and ask the question, based on what they were showing, what is their level of awareness? Because remember, our level of awareness determines how we act with others and in the world. So what we're basically saying there is your actions speak louder than your words. The emotions you put out into the world speak louder than what you may say you believe. So we've got to look and feel the energy. And I'm not doing this to criticize a candidate. I'm simply saying, because we have candidates that are so different from each other, that you can see that they have different levels of awareness. And those levels of awareness determine and how they act in the world. The question you ask yourself is, okay, which candidate's level of awareness most closely resembles mine? Now, I know you're not being given great choices here. And that's a judgment on my part. Because as I look at these candidates based on my level of awareness, neither of them vibrates the way I do. Neither of them thinks the way I do. Neither of them acts in the world the way I do. But when it comes time to voting, I have to choose which candidate do I feel will most represent or better represent the majority of American people. Not a few, but the majority. Because that's who the president is. They're the representative, the leader of a country of 330 plus million people. So that's all I can say about voting. I can't recommend a candidate because I don't know what's right for you. I don't know what's right for you, and I'm not going to go into judgment. A lot of people ask me, who are you voting for? I simply say it's not your business. Who you vote for is what I determine is a vibrational match to me. And that's how I vote. And I think if we all did that and respected each other as we did that, we will have a higher level of awareness, and we can get over this idea of dividing, diversity, separation. We're different, conflict with each other. I don't think we need to be in conflict. I think we can have opposing opinions. Opposing opinions means that we can come together and talk. We can come together and discuss. And when we talk and discuss, new ideas can be formed. New ways of being can be formed. And I'm using politics, but this is true in our relationships. This is true in our work. This is true as we look at our health and fitness. This is true as we look at our money situation. This is true as we look at our spirituality. This is everything. Well, thank you, Stephen. I've got Journey with Stephen out there, and he says, thank you for the chakra teachings. You know, it's amazing. The chakra teachings are what I learned in the East, in India, and they're my most popular videos. I'm getting more and more and more views on those videos than any others. And here's what I want to say to you folks out there. Chakras are cool. Nothing wrong with the chakras. Not about clearing the energy. But there's also the Western practical spirituality. And I think we blend those. And that's why each day I talk about a different thought. The level of your awareness. How can you increase your level of awareness? You want to know? Listen Sunday. That's my talk title. When I do my talk at Agape at 10:30, that's what I'll be talking about. The power of awareness. So I'm not going to give you all the inside today because I've got that already planned for Sunday. But I wanted to get you thinking about that. I wanted you to go into this Friday thinking, oh, I'm attracting that experience in my life because that's my level of awareness. Oh, my life is a reflection of my level of awareness. When we can grasp that, we grasp that there's something within us, a power within us that we can change. And as we change that power, we have a different life experience. See, the power is not outside. There's not a super being out there controlling your destiny. There's not a super being that has a master plan for you. No, you are an individualization of that which is all, and that which is all is desiring to be birthed in your spiritual DNA. And your spiritual DNA is different from everyone else's in the cosmos, because in the cosmos, there are no two things exactly alike. The universe does not need to have redundancy because the universe understands and is infinite. Do you get that? So don't try to be like anybody else. Find out what it's like to be the greatest you, and then live from that awareness. And when you're living from that awareness of being the greatest you, don't give a flip about anyone else telling you to be different. You be you. And at the end of the day, you'll sleep well. You'll be well. You will be happy. You will be balanced. You will be in tune, in touch, and guided by that which is within. And there's nothing better than being tapped into that which is within. So that's my thought for the day. If you want to do me a favor, share this message. Hit that share button wherever it is. Send it out so more and more people get the message. If you don't know, you can follow me on Facebook, on Lee Wallach, on Rev Lee Wallach, on Agape Center for Spiritual Living. And you can now follow me on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Lee Wallach. And I'll let you know right now that we will be streaming Sunday services on all 4 of those platforms. And then on November 8th, we're actually going back to in-person services with social distancing and all of those requirements. You can find all about it on agapecsl.com. And for you, those of you that aren't here in Texas, if you want to plug in and be a part of the Agape community, go to agapecsl.com and check out our calendar. Every morning at 7 a.m. our time, we do guided meditation on Zoom. You're all welcome to be a part of it. And let me tell you, if I were to recommend one practice and one practice only, it would be meditation. Every day, twice a day. So with that in mind, I say go out there and create a great day. And if no one says this to you, know that I'll say it first. I love you just the way you are. You're perfect. Can't be better than that. So create a better you, only by your standards. Until next time, aloha.